James chapter 1, the verse 2 to 4 says that, my brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing that the trying of your faith works patience, and let patience have her perfect work, that you may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. James is telling us that when our faith is tested, eventually we get to the point where we want nothing. But what is faith? Romans chapter 10, the verse 17 tells us that faith cometh by hearing, and hearing the word of God. So in actual fact, what James was referring to when he says that your faith will be tested is that the word of God that you have received will be tested. Because if you have not received the word of God, then there will be no faith, because faith cometh by hearing, and hearing the word of God. Now, this is emphasized in Matthew chapter 13 when Jesus was explaining the parable of the sower. And then he spoke about the seeds that fell on rocky grounds. So reading from Matthew chapter 13, the verse 20 to 21, Jesus said, the seed falling on rocky ground refers to someone who hears the word and at once receives it with joy. But since they have no root, they last only a short time. When trouble or persecution comes because of the word, they quickly fall away. So Jesus is saying here that one, troubles and persecutions will come because of the word. But when those troubles and persecution come, if you have no root, if you are not grounded, you will quickly fall away. The word will not be productive in your life. The word will not be fruitful in your life. You will not, you see, James says that count it all joy, because eventually you will get to the point where you will be perfect, wanting nothing, because your faith was tested and you overcame. But if you do not have root, Jesus is saying here, you cannot even overcome those temptations. You cannot even overcome those trials. You will fall away. So when we talk about having roots, how then do we have roots? When you read from Psalms 1, the verse 1 to 3, it says that blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the law of the Lord. And his law do he meditate day and night, and he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bring forth his fruit in his season. His leaves shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. So for you to be rooted, you need to check where you stand, where you sit, and what you are meditating on. And I love it when it was said again in Psalm 92, the verse 12 to 14, when it says, the righteous shall flourish like the palm tree. He shall grow like the cedar of Lebanon. Research on the cedar of Lebanon